Okay, I'm gonna do this all in one cut because I just want to post it how it's supposed to be posted. 25 is almost over. 26 is right around the corner. And typically in this like month leading up to my birthday, I feel a certain way. I feel very nostalgic and reflective, and I want to take a look at the past year and see how much I've grown. And to be honest, in the past month, I haven't really felt that. I wanted to feel it, and I wanted that feeling to come to fruition, but I didn't. And then in the past like week or two, I've just been waiting for it to like kick in and kick in and kick in, and it hasn't. And I think what it comes down to is that's okay. When I was 24, about halfway through the year, I started this list, my 24 for 24. It was 24 goals I wanted to accomplish at age 24. And one of them, for example, was like interview at a big tech company, right? Something of this nature. When I turned 25, I created a 25 for 25 list. It was 25 things I wanted to accomplish in my 25th year. And about half or 2/3 of the way through that 25th year, I realized a lot of these goals were things that I want to accomplish, but I didn't actually want to accomplish. Like, I didn't care about learning 3 lessons on the guitar because I didn't have an interest in learning the guitar. I just thought it would be cool to do something like that, a challenge. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to do it. My heart wasn't in it. And I had a guitar sitting in the corner of my room for a couple years that I had never touched. It was gathering dust. So I got rid of it. I gave it away. And that's something that I would say, reflecting on 26, but 23, 4, and 5, has really brought into my life, is kind of addition by subtraction. Understanding that sometimes I'm better off, I'm happier, I'm more free to be myself when I remove things from my life. When I was 23, I started to see this with certain friends. I had relationships from youth, high school, more so college, that weren't edifying to me. They weren't making me grow, and they really didn't make me happy. And I started to recognize that. At 24, I kind of brought that to fruition and, threw a lot of that away in terms of friendships, right? I cut out the people that weren't good for me, and it allowed me to refocus my energy on the people that did matter, the relationships that did matter. And that was an awesome lesson learned at 24, and I would say a pretty young age. 25, what did I do? Well, I had 25 goals, interview at a big tech company, blah, blah, blah. And did I end up accomplishing these? I accomplished the ones that really I felt were important. I ended up interviewing at Tesla and Google a handful of times, and Apple for a year. Like all of 25, I was interviewing at Apple. But did it bring me satisfaction? Did it bring me joy? No, because it was like a constant process of iterating, but I knew I had my mind set on this goal, right? The interview didn't bring me joy. I knew that I had to do something greater than that. I had to achieve a greater feat. I wanted to get into one of these companies. And I would say at 25, speaking of that theme of get rid of things that aren't edifying, get rid of things that aren't making you better, get rid of things that aren't making you happy, there were 2 huge things in my life that were really just dragging me down and bugging me down. The first was my living situation, and the second was my job, specifically the projects that I was on, not the company as itself, right? So what did I do? I named them. I called them out. I claimed it, and I said, this is an issue in my life and it needs change. And then I took action, right? My call to action in these 2 areas. The first, I found a new place to live, and my happiness shot up. My experience, my relationship with my friends shot up. My overall experience on a day-to-day basis, it shot up. I was so much happier after I was able to call out and bring to fruition my call to action and move. The second was my career. I didn't like my projects. I didn't feel connected to IT, tech strategy. It's hard to, right? My background's, I'm a chemical engineer. I don't care about IT, tech strategy, but it provided me good work-life balance and good interview questions. And, I still was able to get promoted at my old company. It provided me good things, but at the end of the day, I was not edified. I was not passionate about my work. I felt no connection to it at all. I didn't like it. And as a result, though I had good work-life balance and I was able to take time off whenever I wanted and experience my life outside of work, I was going forward with the thought process, this is what it means to feel fulfilled. I quit my job. I got a new job at Apple. Had to swallow a whole lot of pride to get there. And now I have products that I use, that my friends use, that my family uses. And there's a lot of passion in that. I have a lot of pride for the job that I do. And suddenly the ultimate flexibility and pure 9 to 5 hard stop doesn't matter as much to me as I thought it would. I thought it was so important and so pivotal because I was miserable in my last job. I couldn't imagine spending another minute at work. But now that I'm doing something that I'm passionate about, that I feel connected to, that I feel I have purpose, ownership in a process and in a product, suddenly that 9 to 5 hard stop doesn't matter as much to me, which was a surprise. That was definitely a surprise at 25. Now I feel connected to my projects. I feel more in tune with my work. And overall, I just love that I'm at Apple working on really cool stuff that I'm passionate about. So what does this come down to? At 25, I progressed. It was a year of progression, of movement, not of perfection, not of being exactly where I need to be right now, but taking steps to get there. I don't know where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. That's been my motto for years. It's my motto right now, and it will be my motto moving forward, because I know this is not the end goal for me in terms of a corporate experience, in terms of wherever I may be, not inside or outside of my current employer, but I know that there's something greater there for me, and I'm still on the road to discovering it. And it sounds cliche and it sounds cheeseball, and I get that, but this is my video. This is my reflection of 25. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. For the past few years, it has been a constant affirmation of this saying, of this being, of this mantra, of this mindset. When I was 19 at Michigan State, I didn't even know if I wanted to be there. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. A year later, I found out that I was going to be working on my first dream company at Shell in Houston. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And then I thought I was going to be in Houston for the rest of my career and go get my fancy MBA at UT or something or other and come and work for the oil and gas boys. And then I moved to California, and suddenly that plan changed. I was working in a refinery doing carbon and energy reduction. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And then I didn't get an offer for full-time. I'm definitely not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And through a ridiculous series of internet virality, I met a good friend, Cindy, who taught me about this company, Accenture, where I ultimately started working because of Cindy, because of a dating resume. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. After year one, before year one was even there, I was 6 months in, I was ready to quit. And I interviewed for a couple positions that I knew I had in the bag, and I didn't get the offers. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. So I started working from home, started working in Grand Rapids, living at home. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And after 6 months of that, I knew I was going to be moving to Denver, still at the company. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And suddenly I'm 2.5 years into a company in IT strategy. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. Spending a year interviewing with Apple, spending blood, sweat, and tears trying to get into the company that I've revered for years. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And after 3 months of interviewing at age 25, I get rejected. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. 6 weeks later, an email out of the blue, a series of interviews, an offer right after Christmas, a response needed before New Year's. I turned it down. My dream company. I wasn't ready to transition. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. 3 months go by, many conversations, many interviews, many wondering where I was going to be moving next. I wasn't sure where I was headed, but I hadn't gotten lost yet. I swallowed my pride, talked to a recruiter, and said, this is an opportunity I want. And 3 weeks later, I quit my job at Accenture. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I hadn't gotten lost yet. June rolls around. I started the company that I've had stars in my eyes at for years, and I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. I work on products that I will use on a daily basis. that my friends and my family and millions of people will use. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. That's what 25 boils down to. That's what this year has brought me, because every year that I've lived has been better than the one that preceded it. Every year has increased in terms of my growth, my enjoyment, my lessons learned. And what every year and the crescendo, at least at this point in my life, has been, is that saying, I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. And I know that this is just going to ring true at 26. No matter what plan I set for myself, no matter where I want to be a year from now as I'm about to turn 27, I know that in that year's time, when I'm right here in 2022, hopefully on Gun Lake, I'm going to be saying the same thing with a similar message that I'm saying right now. I'm not sure where I'm headed, but I haven't gotten lost yet. Here's to 26.